Hi everyone, welcome to today's workshop. Today we're going to be talking about cybersecurity and why it is so important. But before we start, here's a little bit about me. My name is Shanusmita Biswas, and I'm a current high school student going into my junior year in the US. But I've also stayed in India and Canada as well. My current hobbies and extracurriculars include swimming, taekwondo, and I love learning new languages. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. So let's start with a basic introduction about cybersecurity. We know the internet is a huge place and we often use it to study. But if we're not cautious, there are some people on the internet who could mislead us and try to steal our personal information. They could also try to damage our devices. So, the basic goal of cybersecurity is to protect ourselves and our personal information when it comes to using these amazing devices like computers, smartphones, or other devices that you may use. But what really happens if we're not careful? Well, there could be identity theft. By the name itself, it kind of explains that identity theft occurs when a person tries to impersonate you, or they utilize your personal information to carry out actions without your consent. It could be that they steal your personal information and try to act like you and text your friends. That's not okay. We didn't give them the consent. So, when this happens, it is important to inform your parents or a responsible adult that you trust right away. But again, remember, identity theft is not your fault. Being aware of it and taking the necessary steps is important to secure your personal information. So, the next one is cyberbullying. By the name itself, we know that it's a type of bullying, but on the internet, and any type of bullying is not acceptable. Oftentimes, these are the people you know, or maybe these are random strangers. So it is important to keep in mind that we should treat people with kindness and understand that everyone is special and they deserve respect online or offline. The next thing that could happen if we're not careful is inappropriate content. We know the internet is a huge, vast place filled with so many stuff. But images, videos, or websites, or even messages that are not suitable for children are considered to be part of the internet's inappropriate content. Oftentimes, these could make you feel afraid or maybe confused. So, it is important to be cautious, and it is always best to have an idea that some people could use things on the internet to trick or harm you or others. If you stumble across inappropriate content, it is always best to tell a trusted adult so they could help you and give you advice on how to react in this circumstance. Next thing is online predators. Sometimes when we use social media, we want to make friends with a lot of new people. So sometimes kids could be approached by a lot of different people on social media in the chat rooms. They could try to strike up conversations with you to obtain personal information or try to persuade you to post offensive images or videos. They would use this to steal your personal information and reputation with harmful intentions. So, it is important to understand that if this happens, it is crucial to tell a trusted adult right away. It is also best to not approve any requests or invitations you get on social media from people you don't know. It is important that you tell a trusted adult so they can review it for you. We could also face online scams. This could happen when we're playing games or maybe when we're distracted on the internet. Sometimes scammers will try to take your personal information by having you carry out some financial transactions. This could oftentimes happen when you're trying to play a game and you reach the last level, and you've probably seen an advertisement that says, buy the next level, and you try to click on it, and they want you to carry out a financial transaction. But they're actually scam emails, websites, and advertisement trying to take your personal information. So it is best that we are aware of the unwanted communications and requests about our personal information. We should always check if the website is reliable before giving our personal information. So, but what are some things that we can do to stay safe online? The first and the most important thing is to educate yourself and others about cybersecurity. It is also advisable to use strong and unique passwords. Avoid using passwords that give out your personal information, like your birthday or your favorite color, that are easy to guess. It is also important to be alert or cautious when you have to give or share your personal information. Again, check if the website is reliable and have an adult sit with you when you do this. It is also important to be cautious when we're clicking on links or downloading attachments from unknown sources, because they could contain viruses that could harm or steal our personal information. For parents, it is important to enable parental controls for your child because it helps you monitor your child on the internet. Again, it is also important to block, report, and it is advisable not to engage with suspicious behavior or messages on social media. And it is always best to have open communications with a trusted adult and sit with them in case you feel like there's something disturbing you or you just need advice on anything. But what to do if something goes wrong? And first of all, don't panic when you come across a cybersecurity issue or incident. It's not your fault. Oftentimes, we do get distracted. So, if we're faced with viruses or if we click on an unknown website, it is best that we disconnect from the internet and step away from the device. Immediately go inform a trusted adult like your parent or teacher and tell them about the situation. It is important to be calm as they assist you to evaluate the problem and take the best line of action. Finally, it is important to take precautions to secure your accounts and devices. Always have an adult install security software on your device, or you can change your passwords. What happens if we encounter cyberbullying or we receive an unknown text from someone? Probably they've asked to meet you, or they know your personal information. Don't panic. It's important to stay calm in these situations. If it's on social media, save evidence, screenshot it so you have it in hand. Then take it to a trusted adult. They can help you block and report this person. It's important to use privacy settings while using social media, like keeping your account private so you can review the requests or invitations with an adult. Also, don't accept unknown invitations or requests on social media. Always have it reviewed by an adult. Also, don't engage in any unknown conversation. At first, it may seem tempting to make new friends, and the conversation may go smoothly until something can go wrong. So, in this situation, if you encounter cyberbullying, it is important to report law enforcement, as cyberbullying is an illegal activity. With this, I'd like to thank you for your attention and joining me in today's workshop. Thank you so much.